Hi, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone is having a nice Wednesday morning, dealing with some scattered showers as we start our day today. Go along with more cooler temperatures and forecast for the day today. Again, basically those two things, scattered showers and some cooler temperatures. Though I'm excited personally, again, with some of the wet weather we've seen over the last couple days. Also excited for some cool temperatures to continue as we head through this week, and going to be expecting some pretty cool mornings over the next several days as well. Excited to dive into that. Starting first, though, going to look at your weather headlines. Again, for the day today, we're going to be watching for those scattered showers throughout the day today behind a cold front that's sweeping through the region. Also, then, with that cold front, it's going to be bringing in some smoke, unfortunately. Areas of wildfire smoke expected to filter into the state as we head through the day today, and then likely lingering into the day on Thursday. And then, as I mentioned, going to be watching for some cool mornings over the next several days. So looking at, again, the smoke forecast, again, as those winds turn to the north, we're going to see that smoke filter in, I think, through this morning into this afternoon. Behind the front and kind of where some of that smoke is thickest right now across parts of the Dakotas. I have seen some reports of visibilities that reduced down to, 3, 4, 5 miles in parts of North Dakota. So again, some of the smoke could be near the surface, could impact some visibility, certainly could impact those folks who might be sensitive to the smoke in the air. So that'll be something that we watch for. I think likely entering kind of northern and northeastern Nebraska as we head through this afternoon, but then we'll continue to kind of filter into the area as we head through this evening and then into the day tomorrow. So don't be surprised. I don't think we have anything yet out there, but if we potentially have some air quality alerts that are issued for parts of the state, parts of the area, with some of this wildfire smoke drifting through the area. And then it looks like as we head into the day on Thursday, a patch of some thicker smoke could be spreading into portions of western and southwestern Nebraska, with some wildfire smoke moving out of the Pacific Northwest. So again, this will be something to keep an eye on, not only today, but into the day tomorrow, likely kind of pushing east of the area and getting a little bit better as we head Thursday evening and then into the day on Friday as we have another push of some cooler air, some northerly winds as another cold front kind of dives through the area that will hopefully kind of clear out some of that smoke. Lincoln Weather Almanac numbers from yesterday, 78 and 55, both of those below normal after our very wet start to September on September 1st. It was dry yesterday, but again, one of the wettest starts that we've had here in Lincoln to September on record. And again, much needed moisture. Again, just kind of a prolonged soaking rain on Monday. Again, just under 2 inches at the airport. Now for the year, we're just over 20 inches for our liquid precipitation. But even with all that, still about 2 inches below normal. And excited to see the latest drought monitor that will be released tomorrow. Again, I imagine we're going to continue to clean up some of those areas of pesky drought that we've had in south central and southeastern Nebraska with those heavy rains. And then I put this out on my social media this weekend, but again, sunset now before 8 o'clock. We're not going to see a sunset after 8 o'clock until April of next year, and sunrise time almost at 7 a.m. now at this time. Low temperatures this morning, 40s and 50s across the state. There was just a few spots in the west that dropped down into the 40s, a few spots still hanging on to lower 60s early this morning on the Tempest weather station here in the Lincoln Metro. Temperatures right around 60 degrees, give or take a degree kind of here and there. And currently right now, sky views from across the state. Some clouds, some scattered showers. Unfortunately, we lost O'Neill there. Hopefully they'll be back online soon here in Lincoln. Again, some scattered light rain already this morning. 65 at the airport, 64 here in Midtown Lincoln. A northwest wind at around 7 miles an hour, and dew points hanging out in the lower 60s for us. Temperatures on the Tempest weather stations are in the middle 60s. As we start our Wednesday statewide, it's generally in the lower to middle 60s across the state, with some 50s in western and southwestern Nebraska. Temperatures expected to stay below average for us as we head through the day today. Dew points are pretty comfortable for most, into the lower 60s for the eastern half of the state, so just a touch on the muggy side, but again, dew points aren't going to be too much of an issue for us as we head over the next few days. And behind that, cold front winds turning to the north and to the northwest for us. These could be a little bit breezy at times today, and then also into the day tomorrow. Could see some winds gusting 20 to 25, maybe 30 miles an hour at times. Satellite radar picture here in southeastern Nebraska. Again, A lot of scattered showers currently on the radar right now. Not all of this is necessarily reaching the ground, but a good chunk of it is. But again, some scattered light rain out there as we start our Wednesday in southeastern Nebraska and across much of the eastern half of the state. Western Nebraska, generally dry right now. If we look at the visible satellite imagery, hopefully this works. My buttons kind of got messed around a little bit. Doesn't look like that worked. So let me go back to this. We'll skip the visible satellite imagery, but again, eastern half of Nebraska dealing with some scattered showers. Western Nebraska generally dry this morning. We zoom out even further, look at a regional view. You can kind of see that cold front stretching from upper peninsula in Michigan, kind of down through southeastern Wisconsin and into Iowa and Nebraska, and so that's what's going to be giving us that push of some cooler air today. Also, again, going to be responsible for the scattered showers this morning and some of that wildfire smoke filtering into the area later this afternoon. National view, not a whole lot going on. Again, some scattered showers in the upper Midwest into the Central Plains, some scattered rain across parts of Nevada, California, and some scattered showers in the southeast, but not a whole lot happening. Again, as far as weather alerts, again, not a whole lot happening. Have some heat headlines in the Pacific Northwest. Here at home in the Central Plains, not really anything to talk about when it comes to weather alerts. So if you look at the regional view, skycast through the day today, again, we're going to see these kind of scattered off and on showers, I think, through the morning, dealing with partly to mostly cloudy skies. Again, turning maybe a bit breezy at times for us as well. Into this late afternoon, evening, I think the scattered showers kind of go by the wayside, but still hanging on to some cloud cover, some hazy conditions possible. And then tonight and then into the day on Thursday, areas of smoke likely going to be prevalent across the state, something we're going to have to deal with. And then, again, an outside chance, I think, as we head into Thursday evening, Thursday night, that we could potentially see a few more scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm as another cold front kind of swings its way through the state, and that should set the stage for mostly sunny and cool weather as we head into the day on Friday. Rain chances, I think, are going to be highest just down to our south across portions of northern Kansas along that front. And then into Friday evening, skies clearing out. Going to be a cool evening Friday night and into Saturday morning across the area. So 7-day precipitation potential. It's not a lot, kind of here and there. Scattered rain for us over the next couple days, and some rain chances as we head into early parts of the week next week. Again, generally, broad brush speaking across the state, we're probably looking at less than a quarter of an inch of moisture over the course of the next week for most areas. Most of the rain over the next 7 days is likely going to stay to our south across the southern plains. Severe weather outlook, we do have the threat for some stronger storms today across portions of our northern Kansas counties, and then down into portions of central Kansas over into western Missouri. Marginal and slight risk for severe weather. So again, level 1 and level 2 risk in those areas for the day tomorrow. Not expecting any severe weather. Could see a few isolated rumbles of thunder. And then even on Friday, not only no severe weather, but generally no thunderstorms for us either. So if we zoom in, take a closer look, statewide view, we'll watch for those scattered showers through this morning. A lot of cloud cover, smoke filtering into the region with those northerly winds. Tonight, mostly clear to partly cloudy. Again, mix of sun and clouds into the day on Thursday. Hazy conditions likely with those areas of smoke. Thursday afternoon into the evening, another cold front begins to drop in from the north. That could bring us a few scattered showers, I think, Thursday evening, Thursday night, before that rain chance basically wraps up into early Friday morning as that front dives south through the area. By the afternoon, I think we should be seeing mostly sunny and dry conditions across the state. Breezy north winds, though, expected for us. So high temperatures today. Kind of one of those days when we kind of have a spread across the state, anywhere from the mid-60s in northeastern Nebraska to the lower to middle 80s in the southwest. Here in Lincoln, temperatures expected to stay about 10 to 15 degrees below normal for early September, only reaching around 70 degrees this afternoon. Lower 70s for the Tri-Cities, mid-70s in North Platte, and then again into the upper 70s and low 80s in western and southwestern Nebraska. And check out these lows into tomorrow morning. Again, parts of northeastern Nebraska dropping down into the lower 40s. Mid-40s here in Lincoln, upper 40s for Grand Island and Hastings, and low 50s in North Platte and across western Nebraska. So a cool morning expected tomorrow. High temperatures tomorrow do rebound, staying below average, though, for eastern Nebraska, a little bit closer to normal, if not above average, for the western third of the state. Then into Friday morning, again, mid-40s to mid-50s from north to south. That next push of cooler air, though, arrives into the day on Friday, and most areas in eastern Nebraska see high temperatures only reaching the 60s. So, again, a cool and I think fairly comfortable Friday for us. Again, we'll have to watch for those areas of smoke expected to drift back out of the area by Friday, so hopefully that kind of clears things out for us on Friday, so it should be pretty nice. And then into Saturday morning, again, we have some upper 30s showing up on our low temperature map for parts of the Panhandle, northwestern Nebraska, Valentine, Shadow, and Alliance. Could be into the upper 30s, but lower to middle 40s across much of the state for your Saturday morning. So again, heading out early to the farmers market, you'll probably want to keep the jacket on. It will be a chilly start to our weekend, and then Saturday afternoon looks very comfortable, upper 60s, low 70s. Again, Husker home opener, 6:30 Saturday evening. It'll be a cool evening for us, but it should be a pretty comfortable evening. Lows on Sunday morning, upper 30s to low 40s in northern Nebraska, getting into the upper 40s to right around 50 for the southern half of the state. And then Sunday afternoon, as we wrap up the weekend, again, upper 60s, low 70s across much of the state. So a pretty comfortable weekend, but maybe some chilly mornings for us over the course of the next couple days. Best chance for moisture will be today with those scattered showers. Small chance, I think, Thursday night. It may be into very early Friday, but then generally dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday, into early next week. We'll keep some low-end rain chances in the forecast. Temperatures staying below average for us over the course of the next 7 days, and generally speaking, over the next 10 days for us as well. Don't see temperatures back closer to normal until mid to late next week, with highs back into the upper 70s to around 80 degrees Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week. So again, continuing the stretch of cooler weather over the course of the next several days. Dew points don't look like they'll be much of a factor for us over the course of the next week to 10 days either. Rain chances, again, scattered today, generally dry Friday, Saturday, and then it looks like those low-end rain chances will come back late this weekend and then into the week next week. 8 to 14 day long range outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. This takes us September 10th through the 16th. Generally favors above average temperatures during this time. By that time, normal high temperatures, upper 70s, low 80s, with average lows generally kind of in the mid 50s or so. So again, not too bad for us, but generally above average temperatures during that time frame, with above average precipitation for us during that time frame as well. So keep an eye on the scattered showers today. Also keep an eye on those areas of smoke today. That's going to be one of the things that we want to watch out for over the course of our Wednesday and into the day on your Thursday. And as always, just make sure you keep it tuned to 1011 both on air and online for all the forecast details on that. So appreciate everyone for tuning in and for watching. And again, keep it tuned to 1011 both on air and online for all of the latest. So hope everyone has a nice Wednesday, and we'll see you next time.